What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the live podcast. Don't wait to be great. I am your host, Derek, and I'm excited. I'm tired. I'm hungry, but I
Me
am
too.
excited.
Yeah.
So every Tuesday we come to you all just to make sure that we're being consistent, to make sure that we're answering all of you guys' questions, and also I want to do a mic check. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me loud
Yeah,
and
because we
clear.
look a little
So if one or
frozen.
two people can hear me, let me know. Because on our screen looks like we're frozen,
Yeah.
but if you guys can hear me, then that's absolutely fine. But let me know because if you can hear me, my name is Derek,
Yeah. I'm
and
Shay.
I'm
I
the
can hear it.
owner and operator of Forston Consultants, right? And I'm the thought leader, and that's what my family now we go all over the world showing people this shared housing concept, right? But I'm also the founder of Second Chance Housing, where we take people from homeless to hopeful, and where we create pathways out of homelessness through
Yeah.
shared housing. And again, our job is to share that all over the world because I promise God that if He changed my life with it, I'd go everywhere teaching it.
Yes, absolutely. Derek, I want to try something because I think our connection is actually very crazy. So give us two
Okay,
seconds.
no problem. And again, while Shay is doing that, if you can hear me, let us know.
Very interesting.
Because we've been having some bad weather as well here in
Yeah.
our area. We're in Central Florida here in Orlando. So again, if you guys can hear us,
Let us know in the
let us
chat.
know. And for whatever reason, if you can't hear us, let us know. We should also be screaming on Facebook and Instagram.
Absolutely. So I'll do my intro, Derek, while we're trying to navigate these issues. I am Shanya Shea Forston, the president and founder of the Angela Denise Foundation, which is a 501c3 organization here where we take people from homeless to hopeful. And that is my population type are females, women that have been through all sorts of difficulties and situations and circumstances, but that's who we are and that is what we do. Again, tonight we're going to be here for a quick moment once we can get everything all sorted out, to share with you who we are, what we do, the exciting class that we're doing tomorrow night, Derek, where so many people get to come and join us. Well, it looks like Alex done joined the chat with us tonight. Hey, Alex. I am trying to see what is
Find
going
out if Alex
on.
can hear us because, guys,
Yeah,
we're still
everybody
trying to
can
figure out if you
hear.
guys
I'm
can
going to
hear us.
switch cameras real quick and then switch back.
Bad weather on
How
our
about
end, and it
that?
looks like we're having some problems here. So we just want to make sure. So Shay and I both are checking stuff just to
Yeah,
make sure
just
that
to
we can
make
be
sure.
heard.
It's very interesting that this is doing this. Yeah, but it looks like something's wrong with one of our cameras, guys. So give us a
So
second.
I think they can hear us on Facebook. We're still seems like
Yeah,
we're frozen though.
I think it's that camera. So
So
we may
Cherie
have
said that
to.
they can hear us well, but we're frozen.
I know, let it go, let it
Charmaine says that
go.
we can hear but frozen.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Not sure what's going on, but give us a second. We are working through the technical difficulties.
And again, we got bad weather here, guys. So excuse us for this because we're live, and this is what happens when you go live, guys.
Exactly. There's always a situation and circumstance. But Derek, go ahead. I'm gonna let's turn the camera back on, see what happens there.
And let's
Nope,
just
wrong
do one more
one.
check because I think Cherie typed in, "There you go."
It was that short image of
And the devil
me.
is a liar. The devil trying to
Boom.
stop somebody from getting some information
I'm
tonight, but
telling
we're gonna be
you.
just fine. Don't y'all worry about it.
Bang. See, that's all it takes is a little bit of
I
shake.
think we're good now.
We got it. We are here. We are back.
So thank
All
God that I
right, let's
got
do
my
it.
IT person right here on the spot.
The IT guy in the
So
building.
again, if you love God, love people, and love real estate, you in the right place. And again, boy, the devil just tried to stop somebody from getting some information,
I'm telling
but he
you.
is a liar. And tomorrow at 7 p.m., we're going to be showing you guys during our workshop. And if you hadn't signed up, you need to. So text the word book, BOOK.
Let's do it.
Text the word book to 407-326-0086, and we'll make sure
0086.
that you get the information to join our workshop tomorrow. It's our AI book writing workshop where we're
Yeah.
showing people how to complete their book in one day. But also, what I'm excited about, Shay, is not only that we're going to teach people how to write, copyright their book, and publish it, we're going to show people how to also offer this service to other people.
I think that's the best
That's
part
the
about
part
it.
that I'm
Yeah.
excited for so that you
Yeah.
guys can make money. As I said, Shay and I are very sensitive to the times, and we want to also not only show you how to house the homeless and the displaced, we're known for that, but a lot of people don't know us for our business coaching.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to be seeing a lot more of that lately. And again, that takes place as early as tomorrow. So a lot of you guys have already signed up. So we're excited for a lot of you all already. And again, text the word book to 407 326 0086. Text the word book, and we're going to send you the information and the invoice to get signed up. And again, that's tomorrow on Zoom. Shay's going to put that and stream it below. But again, also, if you're new to us and if you have no clue who we are, we also want to know that by giving you a free gift. So if you text the word new to that same phone number, 407 326
0086,
and then you'll also get our free gift free of charge, just to say thank you for being here and also to further your education in terms of what this is. So again, Shay, I always want to tell people who we are and what we do. My name is Derek, and we teach people how to start their own housing program, better known as independent living facilities. They do not require a license, and you do not have to get permission from your state. Every Tuesday, though, we usually talk about also like virtual assistants, software and systems, and also these new workshops that we're going to be having. And that's what we're super excited about. So that's who I am. I'm going to let Shay jump in and reintroduce herself, and then we'll jump into a few topics tonight. Tonight will be kind of short. So if you guys got any questions, let us know. I'm making Shay take me to a little dinner tonight, y'all, because I'm starving. We've been working all day. I'm making Shay take me somewhere to eat. So if you got any suggestions of where you want Shay to take me tonight, hey guys, I'm easy. Right, I'm not.
He's a hamburger and French fries kind of guy.
Like guys, I'm so easy. But if y'all got any suggestions of where Shay should take me to eat tonight, y'all let us know in the chat. Shay, tell the people how great you are and what you do.
So good evening, everybody. Once again, welcome to our live, all the faux pas and all. But we are here. I am Shanya Shea Forston, the president and founder of the Angela Denise Foundation. I am his better half.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Shay's the better half.
Partner in crime and partner in business. Well, not so much crime, but you know. Anyway, but we are here tonight as representatives of Forston Consultants, Second Chance Housing, Angela Denise Foundation, Digital Flow Solutions, VA 101, and all of our other entities to show you how an idea can spark tremendous vertical growth when it comes to business growth and management, right? How you can stack different opportunities and offerings to other individuals based on, you know, the base product, which was originally housing, right? It went from housing to consulting on housing. Then with my master's in business administration, it became business consulting, as well as just a whole bunch of a plethora of other things, showing people the importance of softwares and systems and how they can be integrated into their businesses to help them be more productive, help them be more professional, and ultimately give a good rapport with their customer base. So that's literally who we are in a nutshell, Derek. I think I got it. Guess what? It's time for a
So, hey, as we said, man, we're super excited. Most people know us for housing the homeless and the displaced, and we're going to talk about that tonight too. But again, just right back to what we're doing tomorrow, guys, and it's not too late. I'm super excited, man, to show you guys how to write a book in one day, and not only write it, but complete it. I'm excited to show you guys how to copyright it. Here I am paying hundreds of dollars for my lawyer to do it, and no knock to my lawyer, because if she's watching this, she's going to get me.
She's amazing.
But I didn't know, Tiffany, that Shay actually knew how to copyright books on her own.
Yeah.
Way more affordable than I was paying my lawyer, guys. And actually, with Shay, it's probably going to be faster. And again, showing you guys, and again, I've been saying this and I'll say it probably 3 more times tonight. I'm excited to show you guys how to become an author and write your own book. But I'm super excited that you guys are not only going to be able to offer this to other people, but guys, I'm not gatekeeping this information. I want y'all to sell this prompt to other people.
Yeah.
We're going to show y'all that if you don't find somebody that say, well, you know what? Yeah, Tiffany, write my book. Well, how about if you don't want me to write the book? Here's the prompt that we use to write your whole book in less than 5 seconds with one word.
But hold
or one
on,
phrase.
Not only that, Derek, what they can now do is they can set up their own mini workshops, right? If people aren't interested in you writing their book, how about you coach them through the process?
After we coach it to y'all.
Right. Like this is so amazing, because we get to see people really expand on their offerings, right? And this is a great offering. And then you can even have them, you can repurpose the prompt to do things like blogs.
Yep.
You can repurpose the prompt to do anything long form. So I think that's probably the fun part of this whole thing,
Yeah.
right? You can literally repurpose all the content and information
Man,
that we're
you
going to
guys
get
are going to have the
tomorrow.
opportunity to turn yourself, and I hate to use the word mini or small because I don't like to kind of use that, but I want you guys to envision it, right? Don't lose the thought of it. You guys can be a mini publishing company. You guys can write books for people.
Yeah.
You can publish it. And guys, how great is it that you can go and put this book on Amazon in less than 5 to 7 days after writing it and now be a published author? I was taught by my coach, Shay, whether I sell any of these books or not, because I'm a consultant, people need to know that I'm worth my weight in gold.
Yeah.
Another way that a lot of people, kind of trust you in terms of what you do or your advice is that you're a published author.
Yes.
And what other than a greater place to lead them to than Amazon? So again, guys, you're going to be able to write a book for yourself and complete it, write and complete books for other people, but also you can sell the prompt. Because like I said, we're not gatekeeping this information. Yeah. And I want you guys to be able to show this to other people. Because again, man, times are tough and everybody needs another way to make some income. So again, prime example, I live by this phrase that's called "Don't wait to be great."
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I wrote "Don't wait to be great" in less than 6 minutes the other day.
You sure did.
I gave that book to my VA, who is now turning it into a how do you call that book?
ebook, a digital
flippable ebook. Pictures are in it, is lined up to be read
They
digitally.
all get to see it tomorrow.
Like,
Derek.
I'm going to show you guys the book that I wrote in my bed before I got out of bed, before I brushed my teeth. Under the covers, I wrote this book.
Yeah.
Using this prompt and these AI tools that I'm telling you guys about. My VA gave me, I think between Tara and April, they gave me, I think, 9. It was 9? I think 9 different, because I was a little picky. 9 different book covers before I said, you know what, I want that one. And I'm showing you guys first tomorrow. So Shay, I picked that one that you actually like too. And I'll just say this, it's got a ladder in it. Anyway, a red ladder. But guys, I wrote a book in 6 minutes. How great is that now that book can now be copywritten and now put on Amazon or just simply sold from my website? We're going to teach them, Shay. Some people say, well, Derek, I ain't put my book on Amazon. I want to make all my money, Derek.
That's
show me another way. We're gonna show you guys how to do that.
There's several ways, and like I said, I'm even going to offer.
Oh, I'm excited about that.
Listen, so what I'm
wait, Shay, I'm gonna interrupt you one more time, guys. Some of y'all know this, right? Some of y'all know that I've been on this journey of fighting and reversing diabetes. I'm very open, guys, and I'm an open book, guys. Many months ago, probably over a year ago now, went to the doctor. My numbers were crazy in terms of the blood sugar. Guys, I literally reversed my diabetes in 9 months.
Yeah,
Guess who's going to write a book about that? And I'm going to write a book about that in less than 1 day and in one setting. And I'm going to do it using these AI tools and this prompt. Let's just say you want to write a book about something like that in terms of diabetes and your lifestyle. Guys, guess who know all the stuff about diabetes? AI.
That part.
They have hundreds and thousands and millions of articles and books of information that are combined into one place. And we're going to show y'all how to do that tomorrow. Yeah. So, guys, again, if you hadn't texted the word book to 407-326-0086, you're doing yourself a disservice. Because we're going to show you guys how to be an author, how to offer it to other people, and also how to even sell them the prompt. If they say, well, Derek or Miss Pierre, I want you to write my book.
But I want to do it myself, right?
That you talking about that I can use and write one word or one phrase and it writes the whole book. So again, man, my prayer is that y'all make 50 times as much as the $37 it cost you. Because guys, it's only $37, Shay.
It is.
And it's tomorrow at 7 p.m. on Zoom.
Eastern. 7 p.m. Zoom Eastern.
So,
Eastern.
I
wanted to share this because you did. How rude.
I'm excited about all these books that I'm writing down.
Now, y'all, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna lock you in the office. That's what I'm gonna do. But no, seriously, what I want to, because you were talking about selling, how you can sell the book, right? You don't have to do it on Amazon, although Amazon is a great place to have a book posted. Even if you don't push all of the people to buy it there, at least it being posted and listed on Amazon is an added plus.
Yep.
Right. So the other thing is we're going to bless those that want it. I'm not going to force nobody to take it, but if they want it. everybody coming to the event will get the opportunity to get their own landing page and back end for Digital Flow Solutions.
Okay.
So I'm going to sell this book.
And you're blessing people with that who's
I
joining
am.
that
Yep. The only thing they'll have to cover is their monthly the monthly hosting fee, right? And they can upgrade to full CRM access. They can upgrade to different things. So what we're going to do is build this out. We're going to build it for specifically this purpose, right? So it's not going to be the full access to DFS. What it will be the selling platform for DFS. So they'll have their CRM, they'll be able to, have their checkout page and then their landing page. But anything else that they want to do, if they want to add the phone system will be added already. That'll be a part of it. But we'll work out all the nuances, but you will get access to our amazing Digital Flow Solutions platform. I am excited about this.
Talk about how we're also going to teach them how to involve the virtual assistants inside of it to also make this a business to where they don't even have to be in it. That's going to be a cheat code. Y'all get this class tomorrow, only $37.
I'm excited how many people moved at the speed of instruction first and foremost.
Absolutely.
People that are catching the replays are the ones that are also jumping in to join us tomorrow. It's been fun watching people that we've never even really seen in the chat before purchase this AI book writing course, right? Like when we're live, a lot of people don't catch us live, but people eat up the replays. Right, exactly. So I think that's pretty cool too to see. And think about this, guys. This is an idea for you all as you are creating your books, right? You're utilizing platforms like YouTube Shorts, Pinterest, all your social media outlets and platforms to promote your book. So not only are we going to talk about and show you how to write the book, we're going to show you how to do all of the necessary things to get it organized and ready to be put on those platforms. And then we're going to show you how to even market the book. And then we're going to show you also, again, how to copyright your book. Yep. So the goal is to take it from zero to execution phase, right? So have an additional tablet or something that you can work on.
Be a real workshop, guys. Like we're gonna be right there with you.
Yeah, we're gonna be here on the
walk it through because a lot of you guys have an idea of what you want your book to be already. You guys are gonna move real fast. Yeah. But even the people that may say, well, Derek, I still don't know what I want my book to be about. We're gonna teach you how to still use them same AI tools to come up with ideas. Because already, like I've written another book that I'm starting on, right? But guess where I got the idea from? An AI tool. That I asked what is trending. Shay, back on you.
I don't like you. Wow. The ideas, man.
I'm excited. Shay, why come up with my own idea of what I think is going to be a great book?
When why you can find out what is
that's already analytically, that's a real word. That's already doing well. Put a number 7 in the chat if you didn't miss that gem. Like, why would I think, even though I live by this phrase called "Don't wait to be great," I'm going to write a book on that anyway. But why also not write a book with what's trending right now in social media, on the news?
Right, yeah.
Not to take this lightly, but guys, there's a lot of crazy, weird things happening in economics right now.
Yeah.
With this presidential debate. Like, how great is that to write a book on what just happened 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, and then you can even implement different things in it.
You can, your ILF journey. Like, there's so many different things that you guys can write about. Like, why not, again, become an author? Somebody type in the chat, why not me?
Why not me?
Because, Shay, as you know, we laugh and we joke and we play all the time. But let's be serious for 2 seconds. God done told some of y'all to write a book many years ago, many months ago. Some of y'all just here a few weeks ago. God has told some of y'all to come out with some kind of curriculum, a book. God has told some of y'all to tell your story. Because some of y'all got, well, actually, no, Shay, we all have a story in us, Charmaine.
Yeah, we do.
We all got a story.
Yeah.
How intimate or how deep that story is kind of up to you. But there's also a lot of how-to books that need to be written. Some of y'all got a skill set. Some of y'all can just flat out fry the best piece of chicken. Like, why not put that in a recipe book like Miss Angela talked about a couple of days ago?
Yeah.
Angela loves to cook in terms of what I know.
Yeah.
Why not create a recipe book that you don't have to sit down and think about? You love Italian food. Why not write a book about it? Mm-hmm. So Shay, I don't want to get too deep in there because my people tomorrow
right.
Get all
you doing
but
no.
Again, man, type the word
Frankie
book,
would say.
Text the word book to 407-326-0086. It's at the bottom of your screen, and only $37, we're gonna teach you the cheat code of writing a book, complete the book, becoming
Yeah.
an author, copywriting it, publishing it, right? Selling it.
Yeah.
And we're going to teach you to do it for other people, not
Yes.
just for yourself, so that you can make some money.
Yeah.
Right? Because I want you to be known as an author, a publisher, an editor.
Yeah.
Can you imagine all your friends that want to know how to write a book but have no clue where to start? After tomorrow, you're going to be able to show them. So again, my name is Derek Forston.
And you
I'm
approve that
usually
message?
known for housing the homeless in the biz space, but we're going to show y'all a lot of our business acumen here lately. Shay, let's go to a quick commercial. Let's pay some bills. We're going to come right back, and we're going to answer some questions about independent living facilities, running it as a for-profit, nonprofit, or any of your ILF questions. And also, don't forget, if you're new to us, let us know, because we want to know. Because again, if this is just all family tonight, we'll talk about some different stuff.
Right.
But I always like to honor new people, that if you got questions or you have no clue what an ILF is, an independent living facility, we want to be able to break that down. Let's take a break and we'll be right back.
If you've ever imagined of starting your own housing program, there is no reason that after we're done here tonight that you shouldn't go to forstonconsultants.com/webinars and watch the webinar, guys, because a lot of you have wanted to start a group home or traditional assisted living facility, but that stuff takes license. It takes a lot of time to open. There's a lot of red tape to jump through. You have to ask for permission. We teach you guys how to open an ILF, an independent living facility, where you can house the homeless, displaced adults, or anybody that has a guaranteed income, and it doesn't require a license, and you don't have to own the property. Make sure you watch that free webinar at forstonconsultants.com/webinars, and then set up a free strategy call so that me and my team can get you started. Let's get back to the show.
We are back.
So we are back. Welcome again to the live podcast. Don't wait to be great. I'm Derek. My job is to show you how to start your own housing program and also teach you a lot of business stuff. So Shay, people don't know that we also do business coaching.
Yeah.
So that's where we're going to be opening up a lot of our workshops too, coming up, especially tomorrow at 7 p.m., but also starting August. We actually talked about the dates yesterday, but starting literally next month, the second week of next month, twice a month now, we're going to be doing ILF workshops, hitting all kind of different topics, but then also having in that same workshop a kind of a pick my brain session, pick Shay's brain.
Yeah.
We had a strategy call actually today that was really exciting, and I hope she's actually on this call.
I hope so.
As soon as we got on the phone, the young lady let us know, well, Derek, you good and all that, but boy, I want to talk to your wife, because I'm trying to go to that other side in terms of being the nonprofit.
And not even trying to go. She's already doing such amazing things.
Let me not say that. Shame on me for saying trying
did you
to.
Just slap yourself?
I did, because she's established already. So
and doing a lot of great
congratulations to Miss Tiffany. And I'll just put it that way. Tiffany, in fact, if you're here, put a number 9 in the chat. Also, big shout out to Miss Phil, who also reached back out to us too. Good to see you, Miss Burns.
So I want to share a little bit about that call. So what a lot of people don't know about, they think it's always Shay and Forston Consultants or the Angela Denise Foundation. They don't know that I sit on other boards, and act on behalf as a consultant as well as an executive administrator. Prime example, today, my day was not, it was a little bit of Angela Denise Foundation, a teensy-weensy pinch of Digital Flow Solutions, but most of my afternoon was pertaining to this C corporation that I'm helping grow and do something really huge, right? Just put it this way, when God gives you an opportunity to walk in a door and really make some amazing moves, you just got to go with it and run with it. So my background and what I'm doing in that with that group of individuals is helping them literally create a corporation along with some other partners of mine that is going to be able to acquire multi-million dollars in funding to do some amazing things on a consistent level. Like prime example, they've been and I can't say much, but they've been contracted for over 5 years with a specific location to do something every year, right? And so I get the opportunity to help them build out, grow that business, develop the processes, the procedures, all of the way their internal functionalities. So that's a little bit about how I get to the position of business coaching with you, right? Because I use that same information that I'm delivering on a larger scale to people that we consult to help them also grow and get to that same scale as well. So that's a little bit about who I am and what I do outside of Forston Consultants, so that you can see how we get the how I get the pleasure of also being your business coach.
Absolutely. So, and again, that's just what we're super excited about. So again, guys, don't forget, every Tuesday we usually talk about virtual assistants, software and systems. We always still answer any ILF questions that you guys may have. And again, just that small disclaimer, tonight will be a little bit shorter than usual. We're usually here for hours, right? But we've been doing a better job of trying to stay to the 90 minutes. And that happened yesterday, one time for the first time ever.
Today's
but
gonna be a
usually
little bit
we go really
though.
long. But today, I told y'all, I'm making Shay take me to go get something to eat, y'all. I'm starving.
I can do that.
We both been crazy busy today.
Yeah.
So Shay's gonna take me to go get something to eat. But if you guys got some questions, that's what
Bring
we're here for.
in.
We just got started. So literally, guys, I'm not going anywhere for at least 30 minutes. So we're going to be hanging out. There's already some questions that came into us.
So I do.
And one is something that we already talked about. But yes, tomorrow is that AI book writing workshop where we're showing you guys how to complete your own book and becoming an author in one day. That's tomorrow. And if you text the word book to 407-326-0086, my team will send you the information to make sure that you're able to join us.
I did get a question that came in from me. I had a question today, actually, that I wanted to go in detail because that gentleman should be here. They asked, what is the significance of Digital Flow Solutions? How does it differ from his current platform, which is Wix? So people are asking a lot about Digital Flow Solutions, and he wants to know, is it necessary for him to port everything over, meaning the website, or can he just leave his website because he kind of sort of likes it? So I want to dive into that a little bit.
And just so that everybody knows,
yeah.
Digital Flow Solutions is an all-in-one platform for your business, no matter what you do. So it includes your telephone, your text messaging, your email campaigns, like everything you can think, social media, everything. It's an all-in-one system to run your business. Shay,
so what he asked today was, how he's trying to make the best decision for his business. He has a fully operational, fully functioning website with a lot of backlinks and different things like that. So it's very intricate. So he wanted to know, what would be the fastest and best way for him to utilize such a system. And I told him, I said, well, technically, Digital Flow Solutions, like Derek said, is an all-encompassing platform. He doesn't have a business phone line yet because what he does really doesn't need that, but he's getting ready to enter into the position of marketing. So I told him this platform can be utilized one of two ways. We can bring your business over completely, including the website with all of its intricacies. We have developers on staff to do that. Or we can leave it where it is and tie into the back end of the website. But that's up to you if you want to pay for both, right? So when I gave him that advice, he was like, wait a minute, you can pull everything over. So his concern was that we would have to do like a lot of intricate different connections. And I told him, I said, no, it's actually very simple how our team will build into it. But so he did opt in for the transport over. This is not an ILF business, so that's another thing. We do not just do this. Is a completely this
no
is
matter what you do.
This is an online radio.
Correct.
So I'll tell you what it is. It's an online radio. They have different apps and different things going on. So
the company you mean?
Yes,
okay,
they do online radio. So that's one of the intricacies of it. So I told him this is going to be very beneficial for him because he's at that place now where he's going to be really aggressively marketing what he is, who they are, what they do, because they just launched an app on Roku channel. So there's some things about that I wanted to discuss. So people, just for everybody to know, this is a marketing platform. So not only does this individual have the ability to do all of his social media planning, he can now do his subscriptions, right? For people to subscribe, or like the people that want to do ads and all of that stuff on his online radio station, they can now do all of that from Digital Flow Solutions because we have the subscription and then the program and portals that people can use. He's also going to be able to get a phone line now that which he did not have. So that's an added benefit for him. He's also going to be able to do the SMS and all the campaigns and all of that stuff to get the word out. So technically, I say all that to say this. Digital Flow Solutions can house any business, from a restaurant, from a law firm, to a spa, to housing to a maintenance man. You think it, we can do it, right?
Yep.
It gives you all access to all things that you need to market yourself as a business, as well as to compare yourself to other people in your market. Like that is something that I don't think we've ever talked about. You get to do some prospecting in this platform that allows you to literally see, you know, who are the people that you can reach and connect with. So there's a lot of things that you can do utilizing digital flow solutions. So that's a little bit of that in a nutshell that I wanted to share, because that was a question that he had.
Yep.
What can he do with it?
And
that's
another question
everything.
came up with kind of part of that was that they was asking, do you actually build the website too? So yes.
Yep.
So as you guys can see on the screen, the one that we have up now, the website or the setup fee is actually waived.
Yeah.
So with the business icon, and why a lot of people like this particular one is that it comes with a complimentary virtual assistant.
Yeah.
And we waive the setup fee.
Yes.
But like we tell anybody, a lot of you guys came up with goals in January, right? That goal of business starts with having a website presence. So we tell people, if nothing else, at least get the startup savvy. That's going to get your website built for only $97. That's a no-brainer.
Yep.
And then you get to now have that website hosted for only $37 a month. And then that's a little bit over $1 and some change a day to be on the World Wide Web. And
then what we also do, Derek, like every package has conversation AI. So that's something that we don't withhold from anybody.
Correct.
So conversation AI is those automatic responses, right? Where you can train a
your
bot,
business phone, your text messaging capabilities,
everything. That's still a part of,
campaigns,
well, not in the Startup Savvy.
social media. Oh, now in which
Startup
one?
Savvy is just, you know, Startup Savvy will get the conversation AI.
Correct. Okay.
But it's very basic. Startup Savvy will not give you access to a CRM, like a web-driven database of all of your customers, right? That's what a CRM
But that still has the phone.
It has the phone, the text messaging,
the social media.
Yes.
So
no, not the social media. Not the social media.
So the Startup Savvy does not have the social media. Okay, got it.
So it's basically,
I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Okay.
Yeah, reputation manager, website chat, chat widget, missed call text back, phone system, and again, conversation AI.
And you still build the website.
Correct.
Got it.
Yep.
Now this one, the Inbox Innovator, talk about what's involved with that one.
Inbox Innovator gets a little bit more.
One.
Yep, everything from the first one, but now we're actually adding that CRM.
And so now,
you also get that CRM, and that's the biggest thing, right? Most people are not going to go into their Gmail or their company email and try to nicely and neatly they're not going to neatly try to put everything and everybody's information in there as a phone book, right? But that's what this system gives you, this plan, which is the CRM, the customer relationship management part of it, which is like your online database, again, that keeps contacts, all of your contacts in one place, where you can now target market, where you can now tag them if they're like a donor. For me, I have donors tagged a certain way. I have my residents tagged another way. I have, all of these. You can organize your people in your system, right? So that's the biggest key factor in this actual plan, as well as the social media planner. Derek, you want to hear something that is super exciting and super amazing? We just got 2 new social platforms added to our social media planner. So now it is not only Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube is new. YouTube Shorts is new. Pinterest is new, but we also have X. So all platforms, and they're still building out more. So I think Twitch is coming next, and some of the other
so what Janine is
platforms.
asking is kind of what does it consist of? I think you just answered it.
So what does the social media
to do that social media post in all of those places Shay just talked about
at one time
in one platform?
Yeah. So with that, you can schedule post. You can again, when post, you can this is what makes it fun. You can also create automations. So prime example, if you wanted someone to comment on a post, the word like, right, or a fire emoji in the post, you can actually enroll them into an automation by commenting on your post on all platforms, well, on Facebook and Instagram for right now. But that is another marketing tactic that allows you can post you can differentiate your post types within the creator. So prime example, if you want to do a reel for Facebook, a story for Instagram, a static, just a standalone post for another platform, you can actually do that within the planner. So, and you can plan out for as long as you want. So I've got a company that's utilizing the social media planner, and they have two people, right? They have two people that are social media content creators, and that is their job. So they're both tag teaming social media, and they're already at 4 months out on social media planning.
Good stuff.
That is crazy.
And the virtual assistants love this too, guys. Like
because they work in one
lot
place.
of you all, I jokingly say this, but I'm serious. A lot of you all are just like me. You guys are not very techy, and you guys are getting lost on a lot of this talk. But what's pretty cool is that the virtual assistants that we also offer you all with all of our coaching packages, they love this system because it makes their job easier.
They get to work from one place.
How great is it that my VAs can post on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and a YouTube short in one place at one time with a touch of a button, versus having to go to each individual place to recreate that content.
Yeah, because remember, there's difference in scale.
Absolutely love this.
So you got to remember, it's a difference in scale and size depending on what type of post you're creating. Well, with this, you can actually upload your files from almost anywhere. It's like I said, I love it.
And also, like for all you guys that create courses and memberships and all of these things that we're going to be teaching you how to do.
Now that's going to be the business icon.
That's going to be in the business icon. And that's why I switched to that one. So all you guys that like these automations, just like when we tell you guys to text the word book to 407-326-0086, things like that, guys, are called automations, and it happens by itself, meaning you set it up one time, and that when you give somebody the instruction, which we call the trigger, that's what happens.
Yeah.
So again, just for fun and games, whether you're coming to the class tomorrow or not, watch this. Text the word book to 407-326-0086. And watch how you immediately get that information to sign up for the class that's tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Also notice everything that we're talking about. We also give you a free discovery call to talk about this system.
And to show you.
Because what a lot of people are also noticing too, they're able to get rid of a lot of subscriptions and get this one thing for either that 87 or that 297. Yeah. Because again, there's so many things. In fact, that's why we want you guys to go to digitalflowsolutions.net, because we just highlighted a couple of things on this screen. Yeah. Guys, what's involved in these packages are a mile long. Yeah. So we want you to read everything that's involved. But if you anything like me, you're going to be confused about most of it. Your job is to get on this call by texting that number that's scrolled across the bottom and set up an appointment to talk about, Shay, how can this business and a virtual assistant benefit me?
Right. And we look at it
from get rid of?
And we look at it from what you're currently using. Alex and I usually get with you. We want to see what you're currently using and what part and where you what service you need, right? We don't want you to take the $297 if that's too much, right? If you're not going to use automations, if you're not somebody that's creating courses, if you're not doing all of that stuff, it's not necessary, right? We do have the opportunity to a la carte some items, Derek. So we can a la carte specific pieces of the program. Like, so prime example, if somebody says, you know what, I want the startup savvy, but I still want the CRM. We can a la carte.
Gotcha.
Right? We can a la carte that. Yes, we can a la carte that for I think it's an additional $10 or $15. I got to verify, but I believe it's $15. That's an a la carte, right? We don't limit the number of users, the number of contacts.
I think that's what Tiffany Walker's asking. Is that what she's asking you?
No. So I think Tiffany's asking, how many are we only allowed one account per platform? No. So it just depends, Tiffany. We'll have to look at what you're trying to do. With the platform that you can have as many websites, as many landing pages, as many of those as you want. It's all about the tie-in. Prime example, if you want to add all of your other social media platforms to the social media planner, you can add as many of those to the system as well. It's all about tags and the way the emails will translate. You can add additional phone numbers, you can add additional emails, you can do all of that. So I tell people all the time, you can choose to have, I say comfortably, you can run 2 to 3 businesses under one account.
Okay.
You can literally run 2 to 3 businesses under one account, but that's as long as you're organized, right?
Mhm.
We can tie in any collection of information like the forms, the data forms that are bringing people into your system to tag them based on the business. And then you can switch the email user when sending emails out. And again, you can add additional phone lines to where different phone lines will be associated to different businesses. So just know that we can do a multitude of things when it comes to having that one account under Digital Flow Solutions. So I hope that helps.
Sounds good.
Hey, what's going on, family? Are you somebody that needs some help in your life or your business? Are you somebody that has a lot of ideas, but you can't quite get them out? You probably need a virtual assistant, guys. And again, at $5 an hour, that's an absolute cheat code for you, your life, your family, and your business. Because oftentimes these virtual assistants, guys, can do a lot of what we can't. And they often come with a bachelor or a master's degree. So when it comes to the educational side of it, guys, these VAs are, again, the cheat code to everything that you're probably looking for. Most of you guys have a full-time job, so it's hard to kind of implement a lot of the ideas that God has given you or the ideas that are in your heart. You should be visiting va101.co to get a virtual assistant that can help you in your life and your business and get some of these ideas out of your brain onto paper and then to implementation. One more time, visit va101.co, not .com, but va101.co and get a virtual assistant, guys, for $5 an hour. It's the cheat code, and it'll be the best decision that you ever made. I promise.
All right, good stuff. You heard the guy. Get y'all a virtual assistant because, again, we tell you guys all the time in order of what makes us successful in terms of what we do in business, God first,
Yeah.
virtual assistants, software and systems.
You
That's
got
this
it.
digital flow solutions that we talk about right now, and the assessment of the clients
Yeah.
that we're bringing in or the assessment of the businesses that we decide to take on.
That's it.
One more time. God, virtual assistants, software and systems, and for sure, digital flow solutions. That way I don't have 10 different subscriptions everywhere.
Derek, tell
And
them
that's
how
why we
many you
want them to
had.
get
Lord
on this
have
call,
mercy.
Shay, because
Yeah.
most people don't realize Joanne's a great example of this. I'll never
She talks
forget
about it all the time.
when Joanne took this call
Yeah.
and when she discovered through the call, she said, yep, I'm paying for DocuSign. I'm paying for that mini chat thing. I'm paying for email.
what was it? It was
that monkey chip
MailChimp.
thing. MailChimp.
Monkey chip.
I'm paying for, guys, some of y'all need to sit down tonight and literally list out all of the
Correct.
things that you're using. And I guarantee you can get either the 37, 87, or that 297 for you all that are really in business.
But let me tell
And
you
get
this.
rid of a lot of that stuff and have everything in one place so
Right.
that you're not so all over the place.
Exactly.
Your email, your phone, your text messaging.
Come on with it.
All in one place, Shay. Go
So
ahead.
this is something that we've never actually verbalized on this platform. So I think I may not have, but for nonprofit operators, owners, operators, organizations,
Okay.
we have a special deal for you. We do provide the whole system. So what is it? The icon, like the big baby.
Yep.
We give you the big boy. We give you the big one for the $87 mark. So just know that is what we provide you all for nonprofit organizations. We
So say
want you
that
to have
one more
access.
time, just as I
Yeah.
put the screen back up. Now this is for nonprofits
Nonprofit
only,
organizations.
and you're doing what again?
They get this whole package with everything, all of the
So they get
bells
the
and
business
whistles.
icon at $297, but you
But they
only
get
charge them
87, correct.
which is the inbox integrator.
Correct. Yeah.
And that's for nonprofits only.
Nonprofits only.
How long are you offering this for?
That is going to be our nonprofit price.
Wow. So
Yeah.
like always until you say so.
Always.
Wow.
Always.
Can 3 of y'all type wow in the chat?
Yeah.
Like that should be a cheat code for, and again, what's so powerful that people always forget, Shay, they get the website built with this.
Yep.
They use our digital marketing company, but with their concept of from what's in their head, their color scheme,
everything,
their idea,
anything.
Digital Flow Solutions builds it.
Yep.
Only for $97.
Yep.
You give them the business icon that's literally $297.
But can I tell no
only $87?
Wait. Take away the $97 because we're going to waive the setup fee for our nonprofit organizations.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Mary. Because Mary and Tiffany now watch this now, because Tiffany got a question right now that Tiffany thinking. Tiffany does what we do, babe, but Tiffany also is a nonprofit that we don't talk about a lot.
Mhm.
Would she qualify to still get this?
Absolutely.
So even if Tiffany want to go
Yeah.
fry chicken
Yes.
with her nonprofit and she ain't housing people,
Yes.
she still get that deal.
Yes.
Wow. Tiffany,
So
congratulations.
tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend.
So nonprofit.
Yeah.
Wow, that's powerful. And you're waiving the setup fee.
I am waiving
So
the
the
setup fee.
$97 that it would normally cost them, that's on us.
Throw it in the trash.
Wow. Interesting.
We're gonna make
Can
that
three-
no, that's
can-
gonna be listen. That's
Can 3 more of y'all type in the word wow? That's pretty cool.
you know I'm always writing grants in your name. So we gonna
So I guess it's on me.
the $97 will be on you.
Congratulations, everybody. You guys just got a Forston Consultants grant. Wow.
Yeah.
And because again, now if you new to us, you may not fully understand what's in that 297 plan. And if you're like me and you're not super techie, but you got all these ideas
Yeah.
of all these workflows that you want, automations and the AI response and blah, 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 blah.
So
Like that's what's going to be cool. And also, like your virtual assistant is going to
Yeah.
love this.
so let me tell you about an organization
Wow.
that's
That's pretty
actually
cool.
I spoke with someone on Monday actually. Organization, not a startup. They've been around for a little bit. And they do courses. They're a nonprofit, but they have courses. So you already know they're using this platform, that platform, this platform to do this and then to do that. And I was like, can I interest you in something? And she was like, what? And I said, jump on a call with me. And I literally had a call with this lady and she was like, okay, can I call you right back? And can I get my business partner to jump on a Zoom? Like, can we jump on a Zoom? And I was like, absolutely, let's do
Right.
it. So we jumped on a Zoom and I literally walked them through all of the things that they can have. And I actually show them Forston Consultants because we have the courses, we have the products, we have all of that stuff in the platform and it's active. So I showed them what an active, what it looks like. I even showed them VA 101's automations, right? The workflows that are operating VA 101 and they were blown. And lady was like, okay, so what other fees do what other fees are you going to attach to me? And I told her, I said, well, if you want to, like the only additional fees are things that you add on, right? Which would be like WhatsApp. If you have a WhatsApp and you want the chat widget to be the regular chat widget, SMS, and a WhatsApp chat, that's like $15 a month, right? So it's little things. It's anything that they want to add on. I said, that's where you can scale, but we don't force that on you. We don't make you buy it. That's what you turn on in your sub account.
Okay.
Like when you're in your system, if you see something that just gives you the heebie-jeebies and you want it, you just click on
Okay.
and it automatically starts to bill you.
Okay.
I told her the only other thing that you need to not be aware of, but just be mindful of. And what I tell people all the time that this is a blessing is with the phone lines, right? You dictate how much you want to spend with your phone line. I'm going to automatically give you a $10. I'm going to give you a $10 credit when you start, which can house up to 420 incoming calls, 540 outgoing calls. I think it's 700 plus ish SMS. And then
you give this to them starting
yeah,
out.
that's a
called
credit.
$10 credit.
It's a $10 credit.
Man, this
So
get
it's
better
a
and better.
wallet. It's a wallet credit.
Tiffany, I better become a nonprofit. Sound like
No, but that's with all of our business from the
you give everybody that
from
$10
the yes.
credit. Okay.
Yep.
So,
yes.
okay,
Everybody
so
gets
that's
a
not a part of
$10
that
credit.
deal. That
No.
is you being great.
That's just me being great.
Okay, love it. Y'all,
But so yeah,
Wow.
it's so
Okay.
much. But remember, now when nonprofits go to that time of the year where we're campaigning like crazy,
okay.
guess what we can do? If we get a grant, like prime example, I got a grant in for $10,000. A part of that goes to my marketing budget. Now, guess what I do? I increase my wallet in Digital Flow Solutions. So if I know now that I have a set budget for $500 a month for my marketing, whether it's emails, whether it's SMS campaigns, all of that stuff, I just expand my wallet. So I now put $100 in my wallet to help me to pay for all of those things, ads, anything that I want to do pertaining to getting the word out. I just increase my budget. So I don't have to just be like, oh my
Wow.
goodness, did I go over? Do I not know? I set the budget in my wallet. So that's what you
I
get the
love this.
opportunity to do.
Guys, I love that so much that I'm going to give Shay about 25 seconds and we're going to put
No.
Shay on the hot seat.
Oy.
I want to ask Shay a question. Y'all give us about 15 to 25 seconds and we're going to be.
We figured out your problem. You have a great business or a great business idea. You just don't have a website. So visit digitalflowsolutions.net and get the best website in the world for only $97. And then you just pick your monthly plan. Let's get back to the content.
Just like I said, I wasn't going to take that long, but because I'm putting her on the spot, I'm going to give Shay 14 more seconds because we're going to put her on the hot seat. And it's about a nonprofit question.
Okay.
So if you desire to do this as a nonprofit, put a number 10 in the chat. Obviously, people know it's for housing the homeless and the displaced. Right now, we're talking about the website and CRM system that drives all of our businesses. But if you've ever desired to do this from a nonprofit standpoint, I'm putting Shay on the hot seat. As soon as I come back, I'm only going to give her 14 seconds, and we coming back with Miss Shay. All right, so just like I said, guys, live talk with Shay. Shay, and I kind of lied, it's two things.
Okay.
For one, tell the people, how does this website CRM system thing benefit you as a nonprofit organization? Why is this thing so important? Why are we driving this CRM thing home so much?
Okay, so for me, a CRM keeps me organized. I have complete and great access to all of my donors. My CRM system allows me to literally communicate with them anytime I need to, right? That via SMS, via email, however I need to communicate, and it is the best platform for me when it comes to soliciting.
Can you send an email and a text at the same time and they get both?
Yes.
Perfect. Go ahead.
Yep. So it's great for them campaigns. We're always looking for funds, right? We're always fundraising. So why not use a platform that I don't have to now go to MailChimp? I don't have to go to all of these exterior platforms to do my hunting for donations, right? Or not hunting for donations, but soliciting for donors.
Hunting.
That too. But now, like prime example with the bank that we just got the money from, they're under my corporate donors list. So now if I want to send out, they're in my CRM. So when I want to send out a private message to just my corporate donors, I go to my CRM. I literally log into DFS where everything is. I don't have to go nowhere. I can do it from my iPad, my cell phone, my laptop, my desktop. It doesn't matter. And I go to filters in the contacts and put corporate donors, or I put corp, right? And they all pop up. I click a button and I just say, boop, send the email. And that's it. That's literally it. So I don't have to, I'm not tied down by I'm not limited. Does that make sense? I'm not limited in my ability to communicate with the people in my CRM. I can do it via SMS. I can do it via email. I can schedule meetings. I can do all of that stuff that I need to do from one place.
Talk about this real quick. You just received a $10,000 grant.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, I heard the gentleman that gave the grant stated to you that he spent over 30 minutes on your website.
He did.
Kind of not before making the decision, but it was a part of him making the decision. Talk about that. How important is having a website?
Yeah, your presence. Your presence. What he realized, and the first thing he said is that about 90% of the people that applied for the grant were not grant ready, nor did they have suitable proof of concept, or POC as we call it all the time, to where he could come to something and be able to be engaged enough to see that we are doing what we said we do. And we have the receipts, like the young folks say, we have receipts, Derek. And that's because when you go to the
website served as also a receipt.
Exactly. Okay. He spent time looking at the video on my website.
Was that one of the requirements to get that grant, that you had to have a website presence?
No.
It wasn't.
It was not.
So had you not had a website, it wouldn't have mattered?
I think so. When it comes to larger grants, right, you will be knocked out. And a lot of times they don't give you a lot of the fine details. They'll give you the broad details, right? But they're not going to really tell you the intricate parts that they're looking for.
So would you say it helped that you had the website? Because if I remember, that's where he saw the vision of the construction and the rehab and the women and the ladies.
Absolutely. But that didn't make his decision, but that ultimately gives the POC, proof of concept.
He was able
right?
To see
We're not making this up. We didn't Photoshop photos and videos. We literally we showed them a life in ILF, right? A life at the Angela Denise Foundation, a day in the Angela Denise Foundation. So that's pretty much what it does.
Got it. Okay. I love it. So I hope you guys got a question answered maybe you were thinking, and I pulled it out of Shay. So now is also a great time that if you guys got any questions, we're here for about 15 more minutes or so. So again, if it's relating to the workshop tomorrow, let us know. If it's relating to ILF coaching, let us know. If it's relating to nonprofit, let Shay
me
know,
know.
because that is not my game. I do not talk about the nonprofit game. Miss Shay?
All right, so Janine asks, for the basic program for $37, does an additional phone line cost more monthly? No. Again, it's all going to go to that wallet. You have a wallet where you can actually add the funds that you want to use for your phone system, right? It's just how you're going to direct people to each line. But no, there's no additional cost for that. Let me verify. I think we may have to do an additional A2P because it will be used for texting and stuff like that. So that may, if there is an extra cost, it may be $5 to $10 for the A2P. But I'll verify that. For the most part, anything that happens with your phone, like getting the first line and all of that, Digital Flow Solutions covers the initial payment of obtaining the phone number. We do that on our behalf when we purchase the number. So that's not something that is allocated to you as a consumer. Belinda Joseph, we want to welcome you. Belinda said this is their first time here. Welcome. Tonight is our laid back, more virtual assistant software and systems night, where we talk about how we utilize software systems, virtual assistants, and all of those things in our ILFs, which are our independent living facilities.
How we use the same system to run our ILFs, our housing program. So we talked about last week how we use this to put all of our tenants in it.
Yeah.
We talked about how we take automatic payments through
it's
it.
Like a property management tool. It can be a property management
We use it
tool.
for property management. Maintenance things can go in it.
Yep.
Guys, like this, I mean, guys, there is no other platform that's better than this, because again, guys, it's all in one. And trust me, Shay and I've been in business a long time, and we tried a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
This is the only system, ladies and gentlemen, at digitalflowsolutions.net that can do everything you can imagine. If you think it, this system can do it. And if you combine a virtual assistant with this is how Shay and I have multiple businesses. Not because we're just so great. It's this software system and the virtual assistants and automations that we use to do business, even when we're in bed sleeping. Some people call that passive income.
Listen, automations you will never want to do business the same once you have automations in place. I think that's what people don't realize, the intricacies of automations and how detailed they can be, right? You can have something as detailed as text CRM to 407-809-8215. That is a basic automation. It's a cause and effect, right? Or a trigger and a response. But we have things that are so broad, and I've shown them before on this platform, and maybe I'll do that next week when we meet. I'll make sure that we can show that. So I want people to see how broad or how extensive an automation can be. We can tie in automatic phone calls. We can tie in
book people endless on your calendar, because again, the part that I like about most of you all that are watching this, you guys, and I love to say this with so much pride, most people that watch and follow us, you guys are not lazy people. You guys got jobs. Most of y'all are serial entrepreneurs. Notice I said the word serial. Raise your hand, you got more than one business. That's most of y'all. Most of you guys are involved in your community. Tiffany, your church, Katara, Tiffany, Angela. Most of you guys got children. Some of you guys are children just going off to college. Some off to the military. You guys are busy. I get it. And that's the part where the virtual assistant, again, guys, just makes all of this so beautiful. And again, this system. Because how great is it that while you at your 9-to-5 job, your website is booking appointments for people to speak to you when you get off.
And then we
on the weekend.
Or we train.
Or the AI tools are able to respond to things that are the typical questions. You know how many people hit up our website and say, Derek, what's the first step to getting started? They get that automation for the webinar.
And that's all
by texting the word more info. And if you don't believe me right now, text the phrase more info to 407-326-0086. Watch how fast you get the webinar. And then when you finish, my team has another automation to send you a free discovery call link to talk to me and my team. Guys, that's able to happen when I'm in sleep in bed at night. You know how many people are going to watch this replay tonight at 2 and 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning because my analytics show me that? Guys, Shay and I are in the bed sleeping. The older I get, the earlier I go down to the bed. Shay said somewhere she read that somebody said the new 12.
The 8 p.m. is the new midnight.
Guys, I can't stay up to no midnight no more. I'm in bed by 9 o'clock most times, 10 o'clock. Back in our earlier day, we were.
I think it was like if 50's the new 40 and 60's the new 50, then 8 p.m. is the new midnight. That's what it was.
However, what that means to me is that, guys, we can't stay up as late as we can anymore. So I'm in bed sleeping. So therefore, my CRM system, my website is doing the work for me.
Yeah.
It's also capturing the data of the first name, last name, phone number, so that within that same system, I can reach back out.
Yeah.
In email format, in text message format, whether that be social workers or case managers, or whether that be your customers for all of these chocolate chip cookies you keep baking, or the fried chicken you selling out your back window. So we tell you guys all the time, Shay, it don't matter what business they do.
It doesn't.
Digital Flow Solutions can run it.
Yeah, anything from a restaurant, a fully functioning operating restaurant with a POS system, which is a point of sale system that we can tie into to Digital Flow Solutions. So let's say somebody does an online order, it's going directly to the shop, it's going right back to the kitchen, and it's pulling all of that stuff. Listen, I love Digital Flow Solutions. I'm excited as we continue to enter into new niches or industries with Digital Flow Solutions. It's just amazing how much our developers are showing us the new intricacies, the different things that it can actually do based on the entity type that it's serving. And I love that.
And also, Miss Belinda, if you're new to us, tell us how you originally find us. And are you here to learn about ILFs and housing the homeless? Because like we often jokingly say, most people know us for housing the homeless and the displaced and real estate and merging all of that together. So we often tell people, man, if you love God, love people, and love real estate, you're in the right place. It's just that on Tuesdays, we talk about the foundational pieces.
Right.
You can't run no business if you don't have a website and a CRM system that serves as your digital footprint on the internet. I don't care what you do. If you want to be successful, grow it and scale it, you got to have a website, guys, in the CRM system. CRM stands for what? Customer Relationship Management System. This is how you capture all of your leads and your customers and how you're able to communicate back out to them.
Pause. What people don't realize is people pay for emails. Emails are worth currency, right? So if you don't have a CRM and you're not capturing those leads and you're not grasping that data, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you are missing a key portion of marketing. And that's what people don't realize. Not only that, we've had clients of ours that went to the bank. And what was the first thing the bank said?
Do you have a website?
Do you have a website?
And if so, what is it? Because I'm finna pull it up. Before they give that business credit, that line of credit, the business loan. I tell people all the time, if you don't have a website presence, you almost don't exist.
You don't.
People don't think you're a scam.
Yeah.
So again, thank y'all so much for being here. We super appreciate it. We got a couple minutes left, and I want to end this room in terms of answering any questions about this system.
Yeah, any questions.
Or if you're new to us and you said, well, Derek, I didn't come for all this, man. I came to learn about how we housing them homeless people. I'll also cater our last few minutes to that. So again, if you're new to us and you have no clue who we are, you thought I was some tech guy, trust me, I can barely turn this computer on, y'all.
That's me.
I'm not very techy. God has made me a thought leader. That's why with this system and virtual assistants, notice what this title say tonight, increasing the virtual assistants productivity with DFS. Our virtual assistants guys got better when we got DFS.
Oh, absolutely.
We also went from 12 VAs to now 8 VAs because of this system. We had our VAs doing a lot of stuff, follow up, that now this system can follow up automatically.
Yeah.
And do a lot of things that allow us to alleviate some of our VAs. So again, if you're new to us and you got questions about ILF type stuff, we're going to take a break. We're going to come right back. And you guys can have me in shape for at least 10 to 15 more minutes. And then we're going to get out of here.
I'm going to take this guy
to go get something to eat.
Yay.
All right. We'll be right back, guys.
Hey, what's going on, family? I hope you guys are enjoying the content, but I just want to let you know there's still time to apply for the scholarship for the ILF Mastery Blueprint, and that's our one-on-one coaching. So there's a lot that comes with it. So I'm just going to guide you guys to the website so that you can kind of check it out for yourself after we're done here. So you're going to visit forstonconsultants.com. Then you're going to click the tab that says products and services. The first thing that's going to pop up is the ILF Mastery Blueprint. Click that tab that says learn more, and it's literally going to give you step-by-step instruction of what you can do. And it's real easy of how you can apply and win the scholarship to apply to the price so that you can get our one-on-one coaching here at Forston Consultants. Let's get back to the content. Hey, what's going on, family? I super hope you guys are enjoying this information. But let's just say you want more one-on-one coaching, just like what you're receiving now. You're actually looking for our ILF Mastery Blueprint. So that's our hand-holding one-on-one coaching, where that's what most of the people that come to us, that's what they want. They don't want to just watch me on YouTube all the time, right? They want me in their back pocket for one-on-one coaching. And what's super powerful about it right now, that there's a scholarship that's actually available that brings that down to only $7,500, a long ways from the normal price of the 15 grand. So even doing this live right now, if you guys text IMB below, my team can send you over some information. But nevertheless, definitely go over and see forstonconsultants.com and check us out there as well. Let's get back to the show.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So Shay, any closing words, or Shay, anything else that you want to share? We're not closing because we got about a couple minutes, but anything that you want to share and go into before we give the brief introduction of the ILF?
Yeah. So Angela says, I got lost in the automations. No worries. That's why you have me. That's why you have Alex, and that's why you have Danish. What we need, like with automations, you have to know your beginning to and your end.
You just gotta know, right? I'll even say it better if I could jump in. You just gotta know what you want, because most people can't explain it the way that you're going to think of it. So this is what it sounds like when I have a meeting with Alex and Danish and Shay. I say, hey guys, I want, when we email somebody, I want this to happen, and then that to happen, and then this to happen. They make it happen, guys.
That's an automation.
So I try to make it to like where you guys are not going to be able to understand, because one day, and Shay may decide to do this tonight or next week, Shay is going to pull up. She used to do this all the time on Tuesday nights and show you guys what an automation workflow looks like. And guys, if you look at it, it looks like a Chinese fire drill. It looks like it's going all over the place, but essentially there's an action, there's a trigger, and blah, 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 blah. But essentially, when you say, well, Derek, I sell these t-shirts and I want to promote that, hey, here's my t-shirt, type the word t-shirt. And when they do that, Derek, I want them to get an email. I want them to get a text message. And then, Derek, 2 days later, if they don't buy, I want them to get a 15% discount also. And Derek, 8 days later, if they don't buy, give them a 35% discount. And then if they don't buy it in 19 more days, tell them that it's 50% off as long as they give a Google review. And guys, you can set all of that up one time. Yeah. And when somebody texts that thing,
no, hold on. Go back to the Google review. They can get it as long as they get the Google review. As long as they do the Google review, because we're tied into Google My Business. What ends up happening is you can set the trigger. Once they activate that link and it posts, our system gets that as the response, and then they can get the action to pay out.
You just know what you want. I'm gonna tell you guys, don't get so caught up in all of that stuff. Shay gonna show it to you.
Just let me know.
She gonna share it. She gonna teach it. But if you know what you want it to do, prime example. Watch this. Every one of you that signed up for that class tomorrow, you guys been probably getting emails every day. Tell me if I'm lying. I'll wait for 2 seconds. Tara set all of this up for when you guys pay for it. You get a thank you after you've bought it. And then you should have been getting something every day in terms of, hey, it's happening. Don't forget tomorrow. And then another one, here's the link. Guys, Tara set this up one time. That's called an automation. Tara's good at it too. We always talk about Alex and Danish. Tara's smarter than both of them put together. So, Shay, talk about that. Like, people don't know it, but that class they're taking tomorrow, all the emails y'all been getting, that's reminders that you'll get tomorrow that, hey, don't forget, we're 30 minutes out.
Yep.
Guys,
all automation.
That's an automation, Angela. So Angela, again, as long as you know how to verbalize, I think that's
and
what you said.
and that's the issue.
You're
I
gonna
think
be good.
I think what people get caught up in is wanting to articulate it accurately.
Yeah.
And it's not. As long as you know what the cause is and the effect,
What you want
right?
to do.
The trigger and what is your end goal. If it's constant communication with somebody, if it's follow-up emails for the next 6 months, you just go to ChatGPT or one of these AI tools and tell it how you want set up or blah blah blah. We'll be doing prompts
Yep.
for that too.
Yep.
You got to hold on for that one. I can't give you all the juice. But anyway, you can have it create your funnels. You can do all of those things you're looking for. If you have a process, it's all about a process. What is your intake process? That is a automation, right? If the first thing that happens is somebody calls you, then what happens after that? They get a form sent to them, whether it's a assessment. Then what's the next step after that? What's
We
the
even
next
talked
step
about those
after that?
ringless voicemails.
You know,
like those ringless voice drops. How many have you ever received a call, especially you people that went to the conference?
yes.
Like, have you ever received a phone call that and just say it wasn't me, but it was me?
Right.
But it was a recording that went straight to your voicemail, so that when you saw it, you thought you missed a call from me, but you kind of didn't. The way it works is that my team have me recorded, and it sounds like this. Hey, Janine, sis, I'm so disappointed that you missed my call, but Janine, don't worry about it. I just wanted you to know that, Janine, this week, we chose 10 of y'all to be this.
Right.
And Janine, I didn't want you to miss it. But hey, have a great day. Don't work too hard. And when you get it, and if you're interested, Janine, just let us know. Just respond and text back to that thing. Janine, that wasn't me.
It was you, but it was
me.
It was a recorded
but it was
version of you. Yeah.
And it's called a ringless voice drop. You know how many people make sales and millions of sales in just that?
So I'll give a good
all
example.
All kinds of companies, restaurants.
I'll give you
everybody does this, guys.
So I'll give you a good example of that. Has anybody ever received a phone call from the sheriff's office?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, this is blah 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 blah. Sheriff da 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 calling and wanting to know if you want to volunteer. I mean, not volunteer. Donate to da 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 da. Or even if you answer
and if you answer it right.
If you answer it, it goes. It just starts playing. So that is exactly what it is, and ours is now doing both. So they have the option to choose one or the other.
Because for the conference, Shay did a lot of that stuff. Some people actually answered the phone and was like, "Hello," and they just got this whole message from us. But most of the time, the gem of it is that we wanted to go to the voicemail so that you think and you want your customer to think, "Wow, I missed a call from Janine. Let me listen to this and call her back." Yeah. Because again, guys, people get busy. So let's just say Janine sells the best chocolate chip cookies ever. And Miss Betty, she wants to buy 2 dozen, but Miss Betty gets busy in the day-to-day. Her kids are acting up. Her husband's got to go to lunch at nighttime. She's fixing the dinner and she forgets. But she gets that voicemail from Janine and says, "Hey, Miss Betty, this is just a reminder that the sale ends tomorrow on our chocolate chip cookies. And I know you didn't want to miss it. When you do get this message, just respond to the email and text that you got, and my team make sure that you get it."
Yeah.
And Janine, that was something you recorded 8 days ago that your team keep dropping to them thousands of people that are in your CRM system. Does that make sense, everybody? Shay, I hope they follow us when we talk about techie stuff, because even me not being techie, I get that.
He's excited about it.
Because if you got 3,000 people in your CRM, in your website, that could take a long time for you or VA to call all of those people.
Yep. You can literally select all.
Ringless voice drop.
You can do what's called.
Which plan is that in? Which
that's
one?
That's in the last two. So it's
the 87 and the 297. 297. Can you imagine sending 4,000 people at one time a ringless voice drop that they got from you that's offering your 50% sale off of your collard greens and fried chicken this weekend? Lord have mercy. Shit, I'm ready to get out of here.
See, I love this. So listen, Janine says, so DFS is tied to Google. Yes. So even in the CRM, check this though. I want somebody to hear this. In the CRM, in your phone book, let's call it your digital phone book, right? In your digital phone book, there is one little button that you can press, and it's a star, right? And some people think, oh, I can make people my favorites. No, that's not that. So Angela, anybody with DFS, I want you to go to your contacts. And look at the top, across the top, and you'll see a little star. If you touch it, it automatically can send out your a Google review request. You didn't know that, did you? And it's actually now available in the app.
Okay.
So you can actually do the same thing in the app. So update your Lead Connector apps, guys. If you have it on your phone, make sure you do that. Janine also said, she said, I had a fool call my business phone talking about a shipment that I ordered, and it was on its way. When I called back to say, hey, wait a minute, it was a sales call. That's it.
Oh.
That's what they call either a voicemail drop or a ringless voicemail.
It was just,
yeah,
exactly.
Yep. So you get
and
all
also,
of that.
guys, if any of this confuses you, but you know you want it or you know you need it, because that's how I am, guys. I'm not very techy, and sometimes I'm hard-headed and I don't get things right away. But sometimes, guys, I can hear something and know it's good for me. And if somebody's offering me a free call, I'm on that. So if you guys text CRM to that phone number that's on the screen, you guys can get a free call and a free business analysis is what we call it. We want to know, what are you using in your current business? How can we save you money, and how can we maybe build your website and give you all of these goodies, and you canceled a lot of that junk that you ain't using anyway? So again, we want to show you guys this all-in-one platform. I think this was a great room. We didn't even talk about ILF stuff, right? And I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm not going to force it.
This was
fun. Right? So again, if you missed yesterday's room and you want to hear more about the ILF model and how we house the homeless and the displaced and don't need a license, text the word or the phrase "more info" to the number that's scrolling below. The same number, 407-326-0086. And that's how you get our introductory webinar. Once you watch it, because we watch our analytics, my team can see that you watched it. They're going to send you a link that's automated to ask you to book a call with me. You're going to pick your date, your time. You're going to call on that day, or more than likely, my assistant, Jess, my VA, going to call you and connect the call. And we're going to be on the phone call together because of my CRM system and my virtual assistants.
Ding, ding,
we
ding,
end
ding,
up on the call because all of that, the webinar, all of that's automated, Shay. They can catch me live Monday and Tuesday and Saturday here. But that webinar, I give you structured instructions of what this ILF is, how to run it, but an opportunity to also get on the call with us for free and talk about how can we get you started. So one more time, text "more info," just that phrase, MORE info. More info to 407-326-0086. And we're going to give you the information to get started and the ability to get on the phone call with us to get you started in your city with housing the homeless. Miss Shay, back on you.
That's all I got, folks. I am hungry. I'm going to take this guy out to eat.
I'm going to eat, y'all. Shay treating me. So with all these grants I'm giving y'all, so is the Angela Denise Foundation treating me, or will we get in trouble by Lynette if we do
Were
that?
you not on WOKB on the radio?
Talk about
on
that
Friday.
every Friday.
So every Friday, guys, you can meet us at noon on WOKB. There is it's a local station here. It's 1680 AM. Don't make me lie about the FM station.
I think it's 100.7, but don't quote me.
Right, don't quote us on that.
WOKB.
But we will actually send out some notifications. We send it out to our private groups, but we can definitely post it in our free Facebook group. But we talk about all things business. Let us know. We'll be actually having call-ins soon on that show.
We're going to be live
as well as this show. I got all my bits and pieces, y'all, so I got to work it out this week. So we should be able to take phone calls here live with you all and have some dialogue, right? And then be on the lookout for some of our ILF family that'll be joining us on Mondays and Saturdays to discuss their walk and their enjoyment of being ILF owners and operators. So that's all I got, Derek.
And also for the Williams family to ask how much are the VAs, that's a one-time fee of $697 for our team to find the talent, vet, endorse, and also the interview process and the onboarding is also a part of that. We also give you a course and curriculum to watch. So all of that $697, and that's one time, Williams family, not a monthly cost.
Right.
We get that question all the time. Derek, is that $697 monthly? No, the $697 is for our team to vet, train, and endorse that VA to you, to find the talent. Also, your interview process and the onboarding of teaching you what software and systems to use to monitor the VA. All of that's involved in that one fee. And then for $5 an hour, you guys are responsible to pay that new staff member of your new team. Also, don't forget all of our coaching products at Forston Consultants, just about you get the VA complimentary. So if you get our ILF Master Blueprint or the do-it-yourself version of our coaching for the housing, the homeless, and the displaced, we actually give you a VA.
Guess what else
You don't
we
even
do?
have to worry about it. Go ahead.
We also give you access to the full version of DFS.
Absolutely. Yep.
You want to know for how much? $37 a month. The hosting fee. All we ask for you to do is pay your hosting fee.
So
That's
our
it.
IMB people, our one-on-one coaching folks, you guys get the $297 plan, and you only pay the $37 a month. Because I want you guys to have everything accessible to you to make sure that you're reaching the social workers, the case managers, the social service providers, and anybody dealing in real estate or discharging people that need a place to live. So again, I kind of apologize, but I don't. We didn't talk about ILFs tonight. So if you missed yesterday's room, go back and watch the replay. We talked all night about the ILF model, how to do it. And again, to get on the phone with me to make it personal to you, you just got to watch our webinar. And you do that by, again, texting more info, just that phrase, more info to 407-326-0086. And that's it. Other than that, Shay, you ready to eat?
I'm hungry.
How are we going to close the people out tonight?
Let's pray. Father, we thank you for just another great opportunity to be before your people. Father, we thank you for entrusting us with this opportunity, and we don't take it lightly. I pray that every word that we have spoken, every light that we have shown on how entrepreneurs can expand their business, Lord, Father God, that you would breathe on each and every one of their businesses and give them access, Lord, to move forward in what you've called for them to do. So, Father, we just thank you. We praise you. We pray for each and every person under the sound of our voice, those that are here, those that will catch the replay, Father, that you would allow them to not be fearful in making the next steps or taking the next steps to enlarge their businesses and do great things for you, whether it's launching a business for the first time, reestablishing a business, or just honestly stepping out in faith. Father, I thank you for all that you are going to do and you have already done. Father, I pray that if we're allowed to be their coach, that we'll be the best coaches we can be, Father. And I pray right now in the name of Jesus that you will breathe on their businesses, breathe on everything pertaining to your children, oh God, and let them expand their territory, Lord, as well as change the trajectory of their families, their legacy, and their lineage. And we thank you, Father, for it is in Jesus' holy and mighty name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Don't wait to be great. And we'll see you guys Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern right here.
Hey, what's going on, family? Are you somebody that needs some help in your life or your business? Are you somebody that has a lot of ideas, but you can't quite get them out? You probably need a virtual assistant, guys. And again, at $5 an hour, that's an absolute cheat code for you, your life, your family, and your business. Because oftentimes these virtual assistants, guys, can do a lot of what we can't. And they often come with a bachelor or a master's degree. So when it comes to the educational side of it, guys, these VAs are, again, the cheat code to everything that you're probably looking for. Most of you guys have a full-time job, so it's hard to kind of implement a lot of the ideas that God is giving you or the ideas that are in your heart. You should be visiting va101.co to get a virtual assistant that can help you in your life and your business and get some of these ideas out of your brain onto paper and then to implementation. One more time, visit va101.co, not .com, but va101.co, and get a virtual assistant, guys, for $5 an hour. It's the cheat code, and it'll be the best decision that you ever made. I promise. We figured out your problem. You have a great business or a great business idea. You just don't have a website. So visit digitalflowsolutions.net and get the best website in the world for only $97. And then you just pick your monthly plan. Let's get back to the content.